Welcome to Body Solutions, where total physical fitness is directed by physical therapists. So one of the most common questions we get in the clinic is, how do I get abs? Is it from sit-ups? Is it from crunches? What's the best abdominal exercise? Is it leg lifts? Is it bicycles? Do I do hyperextensions on the machines? How do I isolate this area and get my abdominals to show? Well, the matter of the fact is, you cannot spot reduce. Science has proven over and over again that your body cannot say, let me burn some fat right from here. No, maybe right here, maybe right here. It's impossible. So really, when you talk about how to lose your midsection, you want to talk about, well, how do I burn the most amount of fat? And that comes from burning the most amount of calories, which comes from working the many muscles in your body at once. The more muscles you work at once per exercise, you're going to burn more calories, and that's the truth. So today I'm going to tell you about why you don't want to do sit-ups and crunches. And it's very important because it's such a hyped up marketing type myth out there. All those infomercials with the abdominal exercisers, whether you're sitting and crunching or on a machine or on a jackknife, it doesn't matter what you're doing, those things are horrendous for your back. And the truth of the matter is, the numbers in terms of how much compression in your back has been studied. In a simple innocent crunch, just sort of getting on your back and just coming up a little bit and then going back down, is 450 pounds of pressure. 450 pounds of pressure through your lower back. Now the last thing you want to do is to push your spine together with 450 pounds of pressure and then go like this, right? Crunch, crunch. Now what's happening is you get a tremendous amount of rubbing and friction in your back. And it's one of those exercises where it may not hurt you at that moment, or maybe that day, or that week, or that month, or even that year. But over time, your back will degenerate much faster. It's just a matter of wear and tear. And a crunch is 450 pounds of pressure. They've also looked at sit-ups. That's about 650 pounds of pressure. Planks are also high. They're about 600, 650 pounds of pressure. But the benefit of the plank is that when you plank correctly, nothing moves. So you're pushing with a good amount of pressure, but at least you're not doing this. And that's the secret to great sort of core exercises, is choosing exercises where you're definitely going to work the muscles, but done in a way where you're not moving your spine. You can move your legs and upper body and hips and everything, but your spine should not twist, nor should it flex. Okay, so planks are great examples. We do exercises where you sort of contract your abdominals and you're chopping sort of motion exercises with your arms. But the key is not moving your spine. There are exercises where you do have to sort of twist your spine in sports, but that's a whole different category of training. For athletes, we do some things where we know there are a lot of forces through the body, but it has to be done. It's for performance. Unless you're doing it for some kind of performance reasons, if you just want to look good and feel good, you want to take in consideration of not doing exercises where your spine is moving. And that rules out hyperextensions, crunches, sit-ups, leg lifts, any kind of machine where you're moving. Pretty much all of those are pretty bad for your back. Okay, so if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us, and I can go over this concept, because some people, we're kind of going against the grain. All the marketing says you can, and we're saying you can't, and those exercises are bad. So feel free to contact us.